Hello everyone and welcome to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Jess Burton and today we're at Staff Sergeant Christopher Piper Field on the campus of Marblehead High School as the Magicians field hockey team takes on the Saugus Sachems. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV, and stay tuned until the end of the game for the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game announcement. It is senior night here from Piper Field. 15 Magicians seniors honored pregame with their parents, midfield pictures and all that stuff. A really nice little ceremony for almost the entire team. Only 6 players on the roster are not seniors. And I believe it's all seniors out there to begin the game. And the first touch of the night is by Ava Salem. She is a senior and one of 4 captains on the team, alongside Avery Black, Gretchen Smith, and Gabby Hendy. Gabby is the leading goal scorer on the team with 8 goals. Ava is second on the team with 4 goals. Let's hope they can score some tonight against what is a weak Saugus team. These two teams tied 1-1 back in September, and the Magicians are knocking on the door right away, and there's the first goal of the game, and it is Ava Salem. The Saugus goalie came out of the net, and Salem just knocked it by her. 30 seconds in, that was easy. A great start for the Magicians. Goal scoring's been difficult for the Magicians this season. And including in their last 2 games, they've been outscored 10-1. So that is exactly the type of start that they needed, already matching their total from the last game they played with Saugus. That tie is their only tie of the season in what has been a down year for the Magicians program. They've had a couple of them now in a row, but they'd love to end on a high note with at least a win here on their home turf on senior night in their last home game, before they have one more game at Beverly. Their record is 3-12-1. I could only find 1 win for Saugus on their schedule, and looking through different news articles, their schedule not fully updated on their website. Avery Black took a hard fall. Looked like she was tripped. A very faithful and loud Magicians crowd heckling the ref a little bit after that one, but all in good fun. Black got up with a smile on her face. These last few games definitely important to Avery Black and Ava Salem. They both have younger sisters on the team, so these are the final games they'll play alongside them. Avery's younger sister, Carolyn Black, is a freshman, as well as Ava Salem's younger sister, Kellyanne. And they are both really good players, following right in their sister's footsteps, and should have really nice careers here over the next few years. That's Gabby Hendy, who's had one of the probably best careers we've seen out of a Magicians field hockey player in a long time. Again, leading the team with 8, but her transition play right there shut down by a whistle. She had Ava Salem running with her. They turned on the Jets, trying to get past the Saugus defense. But the whistles come quickly and often in this sport, and sometimes at the most inopportune times, like in that situation. This whistle will give the ball to Saugus. Ball goes out of bounds along the sideline. Magicians controlling possession here for a minute. This is senior captain Gretchen Smith working her way past the 25. She flips the shot up off the body of the Saugus player in front of her. Saugus will keep it after a couple of whistles. Referee yelled a 5-yard warning on White, so Magicians pick up a warning there, too close to the restart. And Saugus is on the move upfield. That pass gets by Smith. Number 13, Tegan Arsenault runs it down for Saugus. Now they look to score, and it's kept out of the net, at least for the moment, and they score on the rebound, and it's 1-1. A lot of action here in the opening minutes between the Magicians and the Sachems. An unexpected pace and a high-scoring first quarter already. In just the first few minutes. Looked like it was scored by number 2, Camo. And tough to see with all those bodies in there. The Magicians' back line did a really nice job of keeping the first one out of the net. They put their sticks right on the goal line, but then it bounced back a few yards and gave Saugus some space to score, and Bouchain was out of the net. Good response by Saugus. Avery Black will restart. Group of red jerseys in front of her. It goes back to Hendy. She tries to get it back to Black. Whistle will keep it with the Magicians. Hendy's pass through. Whistle dead. We now played 5 minutes here in the first quarter. The Magicians only scored 1 goal in their last 2 games. Really good start here tonight, already on the board. The Magicians' last win coming just over a week ago against Swampscott. It was a 3-1 home win. Prior to that, wasn't a good stretch. They were 0-9-1, so they finally broke that winless streak after starting the season 2-1. Have dropped 2 since, but again, they got 2 more chances at wins tonight and then at Beverly a few nights from now. That would be Friday night. Here's Hendy from the goal line, sends it middle. Hendy's right on that near post. She was looking for the pass back. This is knocked towards Ava Salem. She couldn't get a real shot attempt away, but they'll set up a penalty corner. Saugus made contact with the ball. Salem will start the corner. She's got Gretchen Smith and Avery Black on that far wing, near to Salem, far to us. Sends it out. Black stops it. Smith looking for a shooting lane. But I believe that's potentially some infraction on Black is what it looked like. I'm not sure what the mistake was. But the whistle came before Smith could get a shot off, and now it's Saugus's ball. Let's go down the roster for the seniors, or the seniors on the Marblehead roster, in just a numerical order. All the ones that were honored pregame. Maxine Hall and Brooke Brown, numbers 1 and 2. This whistle goes against Saugus. Black will have it. You have Savannah Caruso, Samantha Cooper, Jamie Haliotis, Avery Black and Ava Salem, as we mentioned. Courtney Ho-Gay, Ava Laham, Bridget Moss, Gretchen Smith, Caroline Crosby, who's had a couple goals recently, Maggie Bouchain in net most of the time for the Magicians, including tonight. And you have Sarah Gorham, Gabby Hendy, Zoe Cusini, and Sophia Jones. This is the second corner of the night. Same setup as the first time. This goes right out to Black. Gets the pass away. The defender ran into Black. She wanted a call from the official. Smith's shot was blocked. She's trying to get back to it. On it now, but two defenders around her. And they'll do it a third time. Will the Magicians? Should be a corner. Guess not. The call came from outside the box there. A lot of lines on the field. Played up the far sideline by Saugus. Pass worked ahead, but taken away by Haliotis. But Saugus will keep it off the whistle. Ball bounces to Audrey Camo. A little bit of space for her to work with. But then Haliotis shuts that down. Magicians having trouble clearing. They might get some help here from the whistle, at least give them some space to work with. Cross midfield, Hendy trying to run it down. It bounces off the stick of the Saugus player, and Hendy has it. She's run into on the sideline, but it hit Gabby's foot, and the ball goes back to Saugus. Thought the call was coming for some body-to-body contact. Hendy defending now, and she gets the call. She tops the restart. It's a long ball up ahead. Saugus defense is there, and they send it back across midfield with a long one of their own. This is Haliotis dribbling up. Leaves it for Black. Black trying to get to the end line. Draws a whistle. Backs out the restart. Salem. Her pass intended for Crosby. Stolen. Now they get it back. It's Hendy. Just outside the goal. Turns, shoots, and it's off the side. Saugus right at midfield with it. They have numbers on the way back. Things even up a little bit. 3-on-1 on the attack. Magicians slow getting back, but they do clear it out of there. This is a good push from Saugus. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter, tied at 1. Both goals coming in the first 5 minutes. The pace has slowed a bit. The girls are really running up and down the field through those opening minutes. Smith's pass to Hendy goes off the blade of her stick to Saugus, and then Black makes a nice play. Takes it away from number 12, Angelina Dow, and gets the whistle in her favor. Now Salem has it taken away. Smith up ahead, Cut off. Dow dribbling across midfield, gets back to it. Sends a pass to her left. And a whistle from the back official. Gives the Magicians the ball back. Saugus might have had too many girls across midfield on that last whistle. Just outside the goal. Saugus can't get a shot away, but they're going to get a penalty corner. Their first of the night. It's going to be from the far side of the field. Sydney Ferreira will start it. Slap shot. Past the net. Great attempt. That had some speed on it. Nice looking penalty corner from Saugus. Executed well, just didn't finish. Magicians back with it across midfield with Black. She runs into a defender, and then she takes a fall for the second time. She's back up and into the huddle for the end of the first quarter. 1-1 after one. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. Second quarter's coming up. And we're back for the second quarter between the Magicians and the Sachems. Tied at 1. Teams will go in the same direction across the field for the second quarter and switch in the third. Magicians scored just about 30 seconds into the game. And Saugus answered a few minutes later. Looks like some new players out there for the Magicians, including number 22, Kellyanne Salem. We mentioned the younger sister of Ava Salem. Very talented young player. Courtney Hogue is out there playing some offense. She's number 11. Savannah Caruso, good goal scorer, number 4. Saugus challenging the Magicians' defense. That's number 14, Paige Waldman, who steps in front of the ball carrier, but is whistled. Waldman makes a nice defensive play there. Beauchene comes out and kicks it away. And the Magicians are on the move up the sideline. Carolyn Black, another freshman, younger sister of Captain Avery Black, like we mentioned. Black throws this one up in the air on the restart. Takes a soft bounce on the brand new turf. There's contact against Courtney Hogue, so the whistle will go in favor of Marblehead. They'll start from the 25. Or a little farther back. Or a little farther forward. 21 for Kellyanne Salem. This whistle goes in favor of Saugus. Saugus players get bunched up on the sideline. And the ball will go back to the Magicians. This is Lila Greeton. Magicians trying to break away towards the far sideline. It's number 5 for the Magicians. We don't have 5 on the roster. Kellyanne Salem, double teamed, gets the pass away. And number 5 comes in and picks it up. She's been very involved here in the second quarter already in just a few minutes. That pass will go out of bounds, untouched, and back to Saugus. Saugus will keep it. Restart a little too far out in front of Zindo, I believe that is over there for Saugus, number 16. She was able to get back to it. It's 18. That's Ferreira. She was the one who set up the penalty corner that they almost scored on. Both teams really flew up and down the field the first few minutes of this game. The pace has really slowed down. Well, one reason for that is there's so many whistles. Neither team can really get in a rhythm when there's a whistle every 15 seconds. Salem got a piece of that pass. It sits still. Saugus whacks at it towards the net, but it's cut off and taken to the sideline by Carolyn Black. It'll be Marblehead ball. Can sign Carolyn Black up for the golf team as well. That was a pretty good chip shot right there. comes off the sideline, up high. It's kept in bounds on the end line by the Magicians. This is Black. Oh, goodness, and that one catches number 5 on the way through. She's going for a long drive winner on that one. Good defense by Waldman. She got a lot of space in front. Has to kind of slow her roll as she runs into the defender. But her momentum keeps her moving. Inbounds. And with possession, that hit off of Saugus's foot. The Magicians will keep it. Waldman quickly back on it. Takes a big swing, but not a lot behind it. And Saugus takes it back over, across midfield. Saugus will have it from the 30. That bounces through. Beauchesne has to kick it away. There's one Saugus player, number 9, right in front of her, and the kick went by her. Lucky for Beauchesne. I'll do it from the same spot again. They pass back this time. The player not really ready for it. The Magicians can't steal it away, at least yet. Well, the whistle helps. Salem steps up. Takes a swing. Cut off by Saugus, but then Salem right back on the ball. 7.5 minutes left before halftime. This is Greeton. Lila's pass over to number 5, and she sends it down to the end line. And the play is blown dead. Magicians unable to get a shot off on that possession. And it looks like it's going to go back to Saugus. High restart pass, knocked down. Saugus's ball. That lifts up from Ferreira. Knocked down by Black. She starts from where the previous one was. Kellyanne Salem being chased around. It goes out of bounds. It went out, touched last by Saugus. So Kellyanne will run it out to the 25 and start from there. Passes back to Sophia Jones. Good job by Salem, hustling back. Ball stays with Saugus. Angelina Dow comes up, restarts. It's going to roll all the way to Beauchesne. She kicks it out. Beauchesne has Brooke Brown behind her as an extra goalie. Final line of defense. Salem passes back to Greeton. Dowd steps in. Saugus pushes it past midfield. Number 9 for Saugus, Julia Strout, has it taken away. The Magicians cross midfield. Bounces back to number 5. Her pass was intended for Sam Cooper. Number 6 working that far post. Trying to get it down to her. This pass is in her direction. Number 11, Hogue, also there for Marblehead. but neither can get to it. Saugus plays it back out. 4 minutes before halftime. Saugus working the far sideline. Sort of a swing and miss on that pass. They had good momentum, but number 13, Arsenal, couldn't keep it going. She hustles back for it. Now her pass up ahead to Strout. Strout moving with some speed. Marblehead defense gets back. Waldman makes a play on it. And this is going to go Saugus's way. The call against Greeton. She was battling with Camo. This will be the second corner for Saugus. Both teams have 2. Remember, their first one was really good. They got a great look. It's going to be Ferreira again. This time the shot, not as much speed on it, but they work it into the middle and they score. Ball almost went out of bounds. They pulled it off the sideline, and it looks like that's goal number 2 for number 2, Audrey Camo. Camo's been in the right place at the right time now twice, and Saugus takes the lead. 2:49 before the break. Big goal for the Sachems. So now they're 1 for 2 on corners. They just missed being 2 for 2 on that first one. Magicians are going to have to adjust their defense. They got to get out faster. And the first shot from Dow off the corner wasn't good. It was offline, but they just chased it down, threw it in the middle, and scored. That bounces up and hits Greeton up high. It's like in the neck area. Just try to shake that off. Marblehead ball. Kellyanne with the hard restart. The slap shot right off the foot of Dow. She steps up. She's going to do it again. And Dow keeps her eyes on the ball. Doesn't want to take another one. Ferreira dribbling towards the sideline, stepped out. It was knocked out by the Magicians. Ferreira wanted to keep running. The referee's going to make her bring it all the way back to the 35. Clock's rolling. 1:20 left. That Saugus goal, the only goal in the second quarter, giving them the lead. We went about 23 minutes of game time between goals after we got 2 in the first 5 minutes. But the Magicians have not scored since the first 30 seconds of the game. Giving up 2 unanswered. 30 seconds left in the half. I'd love to get the tying one here. Here's Hogue. Bounces off of Saugus. Back to Marblehead's number 5. Now with 20 seconds left, it'll go back to Saugus. 15 seconds. 10. I really doubt they have a chance to work it upfield here. They're going to try. With 5 seconds left. It would have to be a very long shot. And they won't get one away. That does it for the first half. But they score late, and they lead it 2-1 over the Magicians. Trying to put a damper on their senior night and their final home game of the season. Before we go, we'd like to remind you MHTV is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So if you're enjoying this production of MHS Sports on MHTV, please click subscribe on our YouTube page and consider making a donation by visiting our website, marbleheadtv.org, and clicking on the donate button. We'll be back after this with second half action. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. The third quarter between the Sachems of Saugus and the Magicians about to get underway. Saugus will start with it. They're now going left to right across the field. Magicians going right to left. 2-1. Saugus leads it. A goal in each quarter for them. The Magicians are going to have to make some substitutions for some reason here. And it's going to be a penalty against Marblehead, too. They sent out the wrong starters, it looks like. So they'll start with 9. Maybe not. Maybe they're just waiting for one more. Nope, looks like nope. There's a late straggler coming on. So I guess it is not a penalty, but they did send out the wrong starters. You'd think it would be a penalty. And the referee walked over to head coach Marblehead, Mia Macario, and looked like he had all 3 cards out of his pocket. Looked like he was fishing for the green one. But everybody for the Magicians looks pretty confused. Let's hope they can sharpen up, because they are trailing here on senior night at home to a team they should be able to beat. See if they can find the same pace and same effort they had in the opening minutes, especially in the opening 30 seconds in which they scored their only goal. These two teams tied 1-1 back on September 24th. Julia Strout either tripped, got caught in the turf, or just dove after the ball but didn't reach it. And it's going to go back to the Magicians. That's Sophia Jones for the Magicians, battling on the far sideline. Mary Magaro is defending. Saugus will take over. A couple minutes into the third quarter here. Stout has a chance to run it down. It's a 1-on-2. Defended by Carolyn Black. Brooke Brown hustled back in the net. Saugus unable to get a shot off. Reinforcements coming late. Magicians work it back towards midfield. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Saugus ball. High slap pass from Courtney Black. That'll give the ball back, Carolyn Black. That'll give the ball back to Saugus at that spot. There's no rhythm to this game now with all the whistles. Saugus with a chance. Bouchane kicks at it. Strout was right there for the Sachems, and it's going to be a corner. They scored off the last one, almost scored on their first one, and this is the third of the night. Come from the near side. Again, it will be Ferreira to start it. Sends it up to Arsenal. Passes middle. They get the shot off. It's blocked down by Bouchain. Kicking at it. It goes towards the end line, away from the goal. Black fighting to clear it out of there. She has two Sachems to battle with. Got it away for a second. Saugus works it back into the middle. Bouchain makes it. Not sure if she got a piece of that on its way out or not. Or she just missed. But Saugus almost made it 3-1. Yeah, it hit somebody on the way through. Not sure it was Bouchain or not, but Saugus will get the ball to 25 because it went out off of Marblehead. But that little deflection off whoever it was probably prevented the goal. It bounces off Waldman's stick. Strout had it. She's run into, and they'll have another corner. Ferreira sends it out. The shot taken by Dow. Bouchain makes a save. And it's going to be Marblehead ball. Carolyn Black with the restart.
Let's go, Marblehead!
The Magicians play right outside the box, shut down, sent back towards midfield by the Sachems, and that call goes against Sophia Jones. Give the Sachems the ball just beyond midfield, 8 minutes left in the third. Another call goes against the Magicians inside the scoring box, which will set up a corner. That's the fifth now, taken by Saugus, or will be the fifth. Ferreira's pass out to Arsenal, back to Ferreira, dribbles towards the goal, and Waldman makes a play, a clean steal by Waldman. I think she ended up kicking it, so it'll go back to Saugus. This will be Magician's ball. Black, strong restart, run down by the Magician's number 5. Taken across midfield, she's being chased. Nice job to stop, keep possession. Gets her pass over to Hogue. And that whistle goes against the Magicians. And the fan base upset with it, but I also think upset with the fact that the team just can't get anything going offensively. And every time they see a little bit of hope, a whistle stops play. Magicians number 5, the nice move, gets it towards the end line, but then has it stolen away. Taken back up the sideline by Saugus. They try to get it up to Strout. Strout somehow able to get around the defender. And then she fouls Black. Actually jumps on her back. Whistle goes against Black. Pass to Strout. Strout by Waldman and by Dwyer. Keeps going. Saugus right on the end line, and it's out of bounds. They couldn't slam it home. That was number 15, Mary Maguaro, trying to just tuck it into that far corner of the goal and just missed. Beauchesne was right on top of her, kicking at it. And she must have kicked it out. Saugus will start from the 25. This is Kellyanne Salem. No, excuse me, Caroline Crosby dribbling. It's knocked away from her, out of bounds. Carolyn Black's restart bounces into the logo. It's picked up by Saugus. Now a whistle will give it back to them. A little bit more upfield. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. That'll stay with Marblehead. Saugus defending hard. It's knocked away from Dwyer, but Dwyer picks up the whistle. X marks the spot for Paige Waldman. Oh, her restart sent back her direction, but up off of Camo, who was playing monkey in the middle on that one. Clock moving, under 2:40 left in the third. A scoreless period. Saugus leads 2-1, not without a couple chances in this frame. Magicians without one. They love one here. See if they can turn it into a goal if they get it. Haven't had a lot of scoring opportunities tonight. They need one here. Saugus doing a nice job defending. Marblehead able to retain possession. A backhanded pass by Dwyer. Didn't go very far and allowed Saugus to get to it. They dribble out of trouble. That goes off of Dwyer. Long pass up ahead. Jones has to hustle back for it. Her pass gets to Greeton. Greeton passed one Saugus player, can't get past the second. Stolen by Dow. She sends it to Strout. Strout looking to score. Tries to put it on the backhand and get around Bouchain. And Bouchain comes out. Makes a nice play. The whistle goes against Strout and Saugus. A minute left in the third. Right to Strout. Dribbles back above the scoring box. Taken out of there by Waldman. Her pass finds its way to Caruso. Caruso's going to get the ball back. 40 seconds left. The Magicians looking for a tying goal here late in the third. That gets past the end line, out of bounds. It is touched last by the Magicians. And there's 25 seconds left. They come up empty again on that rush. The Magicians scored 30 seconds into this one. It's been a long time since then. Looks like we are going to play a scoreless third quarter as the clock hits triple zeros, and it'll be 2-1 Saugus going into the fourth. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner and bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. Fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome back for the fourth quarter. Magicians fans trying to urge their girls to a tie and hopefully a win. They have 15 minutes to get back in it, down 2-1. Saugus with the ball to start. They'll keep it off the first whistle. That, no surprise, comes 8 seconds into the quarter. I think we're cutting the time of every whistle from 15 seconds to 10. Yep, right on the mark. Looks like some of the top goal scorers for the Magicians are back in there for the fourth quarter after not seeing the field in the third. There's 15 seniors on the team senior night. I think head coach Mia Macario trying to get them all the same amount of playing time or close to it. Saugus looking for a bit of a cushion. Shot close, but taken out of there by the Magicians. Long pass up ahead to Hendy. Hendy trying to keep her momentum moving forward. Had to come back for it for a second. Here's the leading goal scorer for the Magicians, trying to turn the corner with some speed, and she lost it out of bounds. A little too much speed. That's how the Magicians started the game, with that type of speed from Hendy, and it resulted in a goal by Ava Salem. And that got the Magicians crowd going a little bit. But a couple more runs like that from Marblehead should result in good things happening. They usually just don't get to run that far without hearing a whistle. This will be Saugus ball. Ferreira flips it up, but it's knocked down by Crosby. Defense clears it back out. It bounces over to Black. Avery Black gets around one girl, trying to get around another. Being chased towards the corner, has to turn back upfield. Passes to Laham. Contact from from Saugus. Crosby dribbling, looks to pass. Pass to Smith, broken up. And Ferreira not treating the new turf very nicely. That'll give it back to the Magicians. Haliotis finds some space. Passes middle. Defender had to jump over the bouncing ball. And the Magicians will have a corner. Their first one, I believe, since the first quarter. Gives them 3 total on the night. They need to take advantage of this situation right here. They'll have space to shoot. It has to be well executed. Ava Salem will start. She's got her fellow captains awaiting the pass. Black and Smith on the wing. It goes to Black. And she waited too long to take the shot. It's kicked away. Angelina Dow making the defensive play, but the Magicians will get to set up another corner. But it looked like Black was trying to work her way right in the middle of the field. But she's got to shoot it quicker than that. See if she can this time. Passes over to Smith. She has it on the backhand, puts it down by the goal line, and it bounces off of Maxine's Hall stick and out of bounds. I'm not sure she was trying to go to Hall with that pass. I think she was trying to go to Salem, but the pass went a little bit right on her. That bounces off of Crosby. Saugus will keep it. Already 5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Saugus has had a handful of chances to make this game a 2-goal game. But the Magicians within striking distance. They just need one. They're trying to avoid their 3rd straight loss after their 3rd win of the season, which came over their rival. Trying to pick up a win over these Sachems, who they tied earlier in the year. Both these teams want to beat the other. That's some hard contact against Strout as she dribbled into the box. Upended by Layham. And Saugus will have a corner. This will be their 6th of the night. Ferreira taking her time, setting it up with the lead. Gonna waste at least 20 seconds. And I think she spoiled it. Nope, that call goes against the Magicians. Not sure why. But now they're down a defender. They had 4 along with Bouchain in the goal. Now they only have 3. Open shooting lane in the middle. They take it. The save is made by number 12, by Layham. She was behind Bouchain. It looks like we're going to have a penalty shot for Saugus. I didn't see the foul. This is a huge play for the Sachems. But I've seen the Magicians at practice. They practice this every game. They practice their penalty shots, and the goalies practice saving them. So Bouchain should be ready for this. The shot doesn't come from very far away. Angelina Dow will be the shooter for Saugus. A chance to give the Sachems a 2-goal lead. 8:01 left in the game. Bouchain ready. And it's Beyer. Dow scores. Sachems in control. 3-1. And Bouchain, statuesque, unhappy that she didn't make the save. She kicked the right leg out. The Dow shot was pretty hard. She pounded it by her. Ava Salem working hard off that restart. Moving with a lot of speed, and the referee makes another call that goes against the Magicians. And the Saugus parents, or excuse me, the Marblehead parents, not happy. They think Saugus is getting the whistle here. That 2 goes in favor of the Sachems. I do agree with the let them play part of this a little bit. So again, there's been very little rhythm to this game since the opening 5 minutes or so. And it seems every chance the Magicians get, either whether it's inside the box or just outside, it gets shut down. Smith swings and misses at the first one. The second attempt, a really good pass, but it gets by Hendy. Saugus back across midfield with it. They get past Layham. Haliotis racing towards the sideline, and the call goes against Arsenal. Salem fighting for it. Find some breathing room. It bounces up. The defense knocks it down, and they send it back towards midfield. Across with Strout. Contact against the Magicians, and gives Saugus the ball at about the 35. That'll go out of bounds. Magicians will have it with 5.5 minutes left. And now they need 2 goals to tie. And it looks out of reach. The only Magicians goal coming about 30 seconds into the game. They allowed Saugus to tie it. Minutes later, they added their second goal in the second quarter, and their third just now off the penalty. Looking to spoil senior night for the 15 seniors on the Magicians roster. Also the Magicians' final home game of the season. They have one more game against Beverly on Friday night. Including tonight, in their last 3 games since their last win, the Magicians have been outscored 13-2. If there's any consolation for the season, they did beat their rival 3-1 over Swampscott. That was their most recent win. Saugus with a chance to score again here. It bounces around, and they do. Gets by Boucher, and they're celebrating. And there's a signal from the official. That is goal number 4 for Saugus. I'm not sure they have had 4 goals in a game this season prior to tonight's. I'm pretty sure they only have 1 win this season prior to tonight. So this is a bad loss for the Magicians. Definitely expected a different outcome, and expected even more after the quick start. The Magicians have only scored 4 goals once this season, and that was in their second win of the season. 4-1 over Beverly. Here's a chance for goal number 2. And a whistle goes against them right as they're about to put it in. This team started out 2-1, beating Danvers, who won the NEC title last year. And they lost to Gloucester, and then beat Peabody 4-1, which was their highest scoring game of the season. After that, they went 0-9-1. I don't know what happened. 6 straight losses before the win over Swampscott. 2 straight since then, and make it 3 tonight if it ends up staying this way. Magicians may have a chance to add 1 here. They're going to get a penalty corner. Desperation time. 2.5 minutes left. Black sets it up. It's all going to happen quick, too. Out to Black. Leaves it for Kellyanne Salem. Slap shot. Redirected by Ava Salem out in front. It bounces towards the end line. Ava Salem falls as Kellyanne takes another shot. It goes on net. The save is made, and the ball goes back to Saugus. That clears across midfield, and look at Strout using their speed for Saugus. Beating a couple Magicians that had a big head start to the ball. And a whistle gives it back to the Magicians. Black slaps it downfield, stays in bounds. Kellyanne Salem with it. Slaps it towards the net. Redirect, and off the side of the net and out of bounds. Maxine Hall put it on goal. Final minute plus here. Crosby trying to get a shot away. Number 8, Sanarchiaro for Saugus. Makes the defensive play. She'll restart here with 30 seconds left. And the Magicians are going to lose on senior night, unfortunately, in front of a big crowd. It started great. First 30 seconds were awesome. Since then, all Saugus. It's going to be a 4-1 final. The Magicians are going to drop to 3-13-1 with 1 game left to play at Beverly Friday night, 7 p.m. That's the final horn right there. Saugus will celebrate. Got to give credit to Saugus. They played hard. They were on a mission to come in here and get a win, and they did it. And they did it pretty big. 4-1 the final. When we get back, we will choose a Marblehead Sports Shop player of the game. Yep. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. Tonight's Marblehead Sports Shop player of the game is Caroline Crosby. Thought Caroline showed good hustle out there, trying to find a way to score, and she's been good for the team as of late. So congratulations, Caroline, from the Marblehead Sports Shop and MHTV. We'd like to thank the Marblehead Sports Shop for being our community partner and bringing you the Player of the Game award, and we'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner and bringing you MHS Sports and MHTV. Good luck to the 15 seniors on the team as they continue forward. Once again, the final score, Saugus 4, the Magicians 1. For all of us here at MHTV Sports, I'm Jess Burton. Thanks for watching.